Hi, I'm Marcus Bean, professional chef and owner of a pub restaurant in Shropshire. Today I'm going to show you some great recipes with our Waring soup maker. Okay, so we're going to make a great red pepper and tomato soup. We've got some onions, a little bit of oregano, some chopped garlic, some tomatoes, red peppers, and we've got some vegetable stock. Now the great thing about this is you can do everything in one, so you don't have to worry about having lots of different pots and pans. We can saute our onion and our garlic in there, we can get it all going, and we can leave it, and it's all done in the one pot, nice and straightforward. So the first thing we're going to do is just remove the lid. And we're just going to get a little touch of olive oil, just to saute our onions at the bottom and the garlic. So it's just treating it really as if you were doing it in a pan, but we're doing it in the one pot. We need to pop the button on there and you'll just see the light will come on and start to flash. And what we need to do is pop that on a timer. So just press and hold that. I'm going to put it on about 20. Okay, and then we just press the high button and that'll start to heat now. I'm going to grab myself an onion. Okay, so just pop the diced onion into the top of there. And grab your garlic as well, the chopped garlic. And we're just going to let that saute for about 2 or 3 minutes roughly. Another great feature on this is if you want to, you can just press the stir button, which is this button on the side here. Okay, so the onions have been in there for a couple of minutes sauteing now. They've got a little bit of colour on them, so we're now going to start adding the other ingredients. I'm going to grab our tomatoes. Then our peppers. And some vegetable stock. Now the great thing about the jug on this is if you're making a soup, you've got a level on here, so don't go over that where it says soup. You don't want to have too much hot liquid in there for when you blend it later on, so it's quite important not to go over that line there. Touch of seasoning, some salt, some pepper. And then just pull a few sprigs of the oregano off, pop them in. They don't need to be chopped. It's just adding a little bit of flavour in there. Okay, so we've got everything in there. Now we're going to pop the lid on and bring that up to the boil. Okay, so that's come up to the boil now. So what we're going to do is just go to the front and press the simmer button because we want that to slowly cook now over the remaining amount of time we've got on there. So probably another 15 minutes, okay? Okay, so the soup's now ready, the timer's finished, and that's come down to a simmer. What we're now going to do is just turn our dial on. Okay, so we've blitzed that nicely now, and we're just going to lift this off really carefully because it's obviously hot. Pop that on the surface. Just remove that lid, being careful of the steam. Just going to serve it with some nice bread, a little sprinkle of pepper, touch of salt, and a nice bit of this oregano on top, with a little drizzle of our olive oil. And there you have it, a really simple red pepper and tomato soup. Okay, so I've shown you how to make a really great soup recipe. The next thing we're going to do is make a sauce. I'm going to do a satay sauce. First of all, we're just going to turn this on. The reason we're turning it on is because we're going to saute some onions and garlic in there, just for the base of the sauce. So I've got some chopped onions, and a bit of garlic. Okay, so while we're waiting for the garlic and onions just to saute down, I'll just go through the rest of the ingredients. We've got some fresh ginger, some nice bit of red chilli, some peanuts, a little bit of coconut milk, soy sauce, coriander seeds, sesame oil, and some fresh coriander. So what we'll do is we'll just grab our sesame oil and just pour a little bit in there just to help those onions and garlic saute down. Let's add our ginger. Some of that red chilli in there. And then some of the peanuts. You only need a couple of these coriander seeds. A little bit of our coconut milk. And a touch of soy sauce. A little squeeze of lemon juice. And then I'm just going to tear some of this lovely fresh coriander. Just pop that in there. Okay, so the time has just gone off, so that's just sauteed those onions and garlics. And like I said, we don't need to cook this. All we're going to do now is just blitz this up. So we pop the lid on, make sure that's on securely. And we're just going to turn that up. Now I've just turned that up to 2 because I don't want to make it too fine. I like it to be a little bit chunky, and you want to see that colour of coriander and chilli in there as well. So I'm happy with that now. So we'll just remove that off the base. We've just got some lovely cooked chicken here, which we've just put on some skewers. And we're just going to pour a little bit of our satay sauce. A little sprinkle of salt and pepper on top. And there you have it, a really simple sauce made in the soup maker. Okay, so we've made a great soup, a lovely satay sauce, and now something to show you the power of the blades by crushing some ice and making a mojito. So just get some ice in there. Some lovely fresh mint. Going to pop a couple of sugar cubes in there, just to sweeten it up slightly. And then we've got some fresh squeezed lime juice. And of course, the main ingredient, a bit of white rum. Now we just want to put this on about 1 or 2 just to start it off, because we don't want to get rid of that ice completely. As you can see there, you've got loads of colour in there because that mint's been chopped up. The ice has come away, really nice colour, smells absolutely lovely. So let's just pour that into our glass. Nice little sprig of mint on top. Maybe a little touch more rum. And there you go, a great way to crush ice and a perfect excuse to make a mojito.